Hi guys, welcome back again to yet another tutorial. So today we are learning about making straight lines on your garments, okay? Especially for beginners, it can really be hard for you to make straight lines, all right? So you see, sometimes you look at the garments, the way they are made, and there's always that thin line on almost at the edge of the fabric, and you're wondering how is it done. Do you have to get a ruler and you measure the straight line? Do you have to draw? Actually, when I was starting to learn tailoring, I used to first, like, where I'm going to make my lines, okay, where I wanted to put my stitches, I would usually use a chalk and label and draw a straight line so that I can just follow that straight line. But there is a much more better way you can sew your garments using straight lines on your machine. So let's get right into this tutorial. All right guys, so this is what we're going to use, and just for demonstration purposes. So let's say this is the edge of our fabric and this is where we want to sew, okay? Or maybe this is the end of the fabric, so you have like to fold it 2 times like this, okay? And then you want to make that very straight line. So let's go on our machine. So on this machine here, every machine that you use, it has this foot, okay? So it is usually divided into 2, and so it is usually divided into 2. So let me say this is what you want to sew. So you fold it in two, okay? You want to close your hem up, okay? So you want to really sew at the very edge of this fabric and in a straight line. So I'm going to use black threads because I want us to see what we are doing. And so this is what happens at the end of this first foot, okay? This first part, this is where you're going to put your fabric. So you put it a little bit in the middle, and then you make sure that your needle is pointing at the very end of this, you see, at the very end of this fabric, okay? Just like that. So you put this down and make sure it is almost at the end, okay? At the end of this first foot, but at the beginning of this second foot. All right, so let's go ahead and sew. So let's go ahead and sew. So guys, you can see how straight our stitch is, okay? And it is almost at the very edge, it is not a zigzag stitch, okay? It is very straight, as you can see it. Even when you turn this side, it is straight. So that is how you can sew a straight line on your fabric. And then also, how do you sew? Maybe if you want, like, how do you maintain, if you want to sew like an inch or half an inch or a quarter an inch? So this same foot helps you undo that. It helps you on that. So this time, instead of putting it at the very end of this foot, this is what you're going to do, okay? So this is what you do, depending on depending on how you sew your fabrics and how you sew your allowances, if it is an inch or half an inch or 2 inch, this is what you do. Once you know that this is where your inch is, or where your half inch is, or quarter an inch, this is what you do. When you place your fabric on this machine, make sure it is not in the middle, okay? And then make sure it is not maybe here at the very last, you know, here at the start. Make sure this fabric goes a little bit out away from this foot, and then as you keep sewing, you can always know that this is now a half an inch, this is an inch, or maybe this is 2 inch or 1.5. But what you have to do is you can mark, okay, if it is hard for you to do, but this is almost half an inch for me, and this is what I want to maintain when I'm sewing on my fabric. Okay, so what you do, you place your fabric when it is a little bit more on this side, okay, and then you maintain your line, your straight line here. So put your needle down. So you put your needle down and you keep sewing, okay. Remember to maintain the straight stitch. All right, so guys, you can see, so this is, I have maintained my half inch all the way, okay. I have maintained my half inch all the way. So if this was my allowance in the garment, so you can see that I have maintained my half inch. You can do the same if it is 1 inch, 2.5, 1.5, whatever that you use for your sewing allowances. So yeah, that is it guys for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one.